Hey, they lost legit. Good.
All right. Welcome everybody to season 3, episode 29 of the Fantasy Guys.
You're better.
We are officially live and ready to get this show on the road. Should be a great show for you guys today. You know, we've been out of the studio, I think, for a week or two now. So we're back, ready to get this show rolling. Should be exciting. Today we're going to go back to our normal conversations where we talk about local sports. We're going to dive into LOL basketball because, you know, there's a semifinal being set up for the 35/40 and older. And then Nader wants to hear your opinion on the Monday matchup. There's a matchup happening, Team Philistine or something like that versus... I don't know. You probably know what I'm talking about. I'll look at my phone. I'll reread it again.
What, there's another charity game?
No, not another charity game.
So, the 30 and over got taken over by a different group now, and now there's a 30 and over league that's running. There's some pretty decent teams. I really haven't been keeping up with it. But I've heard some ramblings. I've heard some noise.
Yeah. So we're going to dive into all that. Looking forward to another great show. Like I said, all that information and stuff like that. So before we dive in, let me go ahead and give a shout out that's for the people that are in the building today. You got little big bro Yusuf Dabbits on the ones and twos as always. To the right of me, we got big bro Moti. You got myself, Omar T. To the left of me, we got A.B. Abraham. And then Jose will be pulling up any minute now, and he'll be joining us. We're going to be talking about the draft, Detroit setting records. I'm so proud of the city of Detroit for what they did. I really didn't hear too much negativity.
I don't think they're going to report it, though. I mean, I heard, 2 arrests or something on the first night. But listen.
2 arrests is nothing.
That's nothing.
That's
I don't even think that's true. My thing is this. Listen, you got to remember, we're putting on an audition. We won a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Like the draft was just an audition.
I mean, hopefully, man. Hopefully that's what works out.
I think that Detroit sign won them over.
Yeah. They got them at least in the building.
Yo, speaking of the Detroit sign, I drove by it yesterday.
It looks pretty decent, man.
It does. It's decent, dog.
That's what they said. Let him finish it.
Especially if you're coming from Dearborn going towards downtown. Like I was like, yo, it's actually come on.
It looks nice. And I haven't seen it at nighttime, but I'm assuming at nighttime.
Oh, they say it looks better at night. They do say it looks better at night.
Trash got picked up by the way on the highway, but the grass wasn't cut.
We always slipping on something.
Hey, AB, I'm a every 2 weeks cut the grass guy.
Yeah, me too though. I ain't even lie. My guy tries to come every 10 days or less. I look at him. I said, no, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I said, no, every 2 weeks. I got a small little lawn, man.
Yeah,
I take care of small businesses.
But sometimes that lawn can get crazy too within that 2 weeks. Kind of like my lawn right now. So I'm gonna have to figure that out soon. But like I said, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Looking forward to a great show today. You know, we got the team in the building today. The Oz Media team is in the building today. Make sure you follow us on all of our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all under Oz Media. You can also listen to our shows later on Apple and Spotify podcasts under Oz Media. If you want to call in, the number is 313-306-1750. Again, 313-306-1750. Shout out to the sponsors: The Balkan House, Juice Box, Kahwa House, BC Adhesive, Specialty Medical Center, Hanley International Academy, and Unique Coney Island. We're going to start off with Unique Coney Island, Yusuf. Give a shout out to our friends over there at Unique Coney Island, and then we're going to officially get the show on the road. So shout out to Unique Coney Island.
All right, Yusuf, I'm looking for a place for some unique food.
It sounds like you're trying to go to Unique Coney Island.
It sounds like you're right. Unique Coney Island is famous for their original unique pita, homemade chicken lemon rice, unique chicken qalaba, shawarma, gyro, and much more. They also now have a rewards program where every 100 points you get $7 off your next meal. They currently have 2 locations, one in Sterling Heights and one in downtown Detroit. So if you're looking for a place that has unique foods, be sure to stop by Unique Coney Island.
All right, we're officially back, ready to get this show rolling. So I just got a message from a super duper elite guy, and some people like to call him Nader. I like to call him super duper elite.
I like to call him Clutch.
Mr. Clutch.
I mean, he knocked down 2 free throws at the end of a game.
Yeah.
I got the video. So to me, he's
So
clutch.
what does that make you then, AB? Because you do the same thing.
You know what? I'm just trying to be like Nader.
There you go. Well, first of all, we should all try to be like Laura, his daughter, who's also another great hooper, mashallah. He said, wish her a happy 14th birthday, so happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, it's her birthday today, so enjoy the day. I mean, it might be a little bit gloomy outside, but doesn't mean you can't enjoy the day. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But with that said, shout out to Nader. That's what we're gonna talk about right quick. There were some basketball games this past Wednesday, so we got some first round playoffs in the LOL League. We like to talk LOL League still every now and then when we can. So AB Abraham, you're the only guy that was in the building for those games, a part of those games as well. Moti and I, we're gonna kind of feed off of what you're saying. So talk to us. What were the matchups? What were the results? How did it all work out?
Okay, so I showed up halfway through the first game, and I didn't stay for the last. Unfortunately, had a lot of going on, so I couldn't tell you much about the last game. The last game was Fujo versus Fehmi, but
sounds like Fujo won based off.
Fujo. I had asked somebody, what did I miss out in that last game, and they said, nah, Team Fujo just kind of took control from the beginning and just never kind of looked back.
Yeah.
By
the way, Team Hamtramck, there might not be a Team Hamtramck from this point forward.
Hey, that's it.
I mean, like for the
That's
basketball.
it. Team Hamtramck, that's it. There will never be an assembled team again of Team Hamtramck ever again.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I agree.
I personally think we should remain friends.
Okay. I think I think I got what you, I think I got what you're saying.
Because there's friends, there's teammates.
But
there's friends and teammates.
Wouldn't you say it's unfair though to call Team Hamtramck when guys are on other teams like big bro Ali Thabit and Mookie, hanging out on a different team?
Yeah, but they're still all Hamtramck.
I think when there's 3 or more players from Hamtramck, you kind of call it Team Hamtramck. So Ali only has
as long as those 3 players are like 3 of the top 5 best
starters.
players on the team.
Do you think Fehmi kind of
I was on Team Dearborn last year.
Oh, absolutely. And a couple guys came up to me. Thank you for even bringing that up. A couple guys came up to me and just said, "Man, could you imagine if you guys just won it last year, where you guys would be at right now? Like, I don't think everybody be playing. You guys, the back-to-back was coming.
100%.
Oh my God.
100.
Oh my God, that Moti came out, man.
And I would have came
back out of, like, he came out of nowhere last season. He goes, you guys locked up defense. Yeah. He said, man, you guys. He goes, you just didn't see team ball like that. And I'm like, yeah, that was the goal, man. That's why
that was a great team.
You gotta learn to pick your players. You really do. You really do.
So going back to this situation,
I walked in at halftime.
Yeah. Was it that? What game was this?
This is game 1. This is the defending champs, Team Sunny versus Big Bro. Yeah. Big Bro's team.
Shout out to Ali.
And he did it without Mookie.
Yeah,
that was a tough thing.
Was Beatty there too?
Beatty was there. Beatty's back. His hand looked terrible before Ramadan. He had hurt himself, but he looked good. Very low scoring game. You could tell it's a very defensive struggle. I think it was like 18-11 when I walked in around halftime. The defending champs crawled back. A lot of controversy at the end of that game. A lot of favorable calls. And again, this is my opinion. If you guys want to hate me, you can hate me. I really don't care. I don't know if you guys know me yet. I don't.
Yeah, and everybody got to AB's the target.
Omar. Listen, Moti played with us all the last season. Omar, you came out for a couple of games, man. You saw, everybody in the crowd saw it, man. The tide changed. The call started going one way. It was like I don't know if you guys are wrestling fans. It was like the Montreal screw job all over again. Like, I don't know. To me, this is my opinion from what my eyes.
Are we talking about your game or this past?
No, I'm
past Wednesday.
Well, yeah, that's a great point because it was definitely a deja vu. Definitely. Anyhow, we get to the game. I couldn't tell you who put the bucket to put Ali's team back up 1. Kamal drove baseline. A lot of video circulating. There was an out of bounds call. On the video, it bumped off of Kamal's chest. There's the coach. They said the ball bumped off of Kamal's chest. Refs gave Kamal the ball. 2.7 seconds left. Quote from Beatty. AB, I knew it was under 3 seconds. I counted 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 when I went up. Controversial play, Kamal pump faked with 2 seconds, come from the 3-point line on the wing, down. Buzzer went off. Again, from what I saw, buzzer went off. Kamal went up, got fouled or drew contact after the buzzer. Huge thing, 15 minutes. Kamal went to the free throw line. At the end of the game, nobody around. Again, it was 15 minutes, a lot of time to think.
Was everybody watching?
Everybody watching, everybody talking about that he shouldn't even be at the line. Again, I'm just telling you from being a reporter now, from what everybody was saying, he front rimmed the first one and just missed the second. So a lot of talk was, I personally would tip my hat. I thought that, maybe he heard the ramblings, maybe he realized that he shouldn't have been at the line, my opinion again, and I felt like he did the right thing. According to a lot of other...
Whoa.
Hold on.
What do you mean?
I thought, I'm telling you, I'm giving you my opinion. I thought he went ahead and said, hey, man, I shouldn't even be at this line because it was after the buzzer. I thought he just missed those free throws on purpose because he's a great free throw shooter.
Wow.
Talking to a lot of people, though, after the game, they said, no, he went to make those free throws. He just missed. And we'll go from there. Team Ali Thabit in the semifinals. Yep. Defending champs, one and done. I mean, it's tough to play 7 versus 5,
Let me speak all those free throws, though, okay?
Yeah, we can't. We're not gonna just run past that.
Yeah.
I hope there's people tuning in because we go and speak our mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, knowing Kemal, he's a leader to some. He's a role model to some.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the best players in the league.
Absolutely.
One of the best players to come out of Dearborn.
Absolutely.
He's a fierce competitor.
Yes.
So I don't ever want to hear anybody say he missed those free throws on purpose. All right, to me, that's bull crap. Knowing Kemal, he's going to do whatever it takes for his team. The 2007 Cavaliers, he just needed the other guys to step up. They only scored 28 points. You can't rely on Kemal day in and day out. Other people has to be involved. These are former first and second round picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get it done. And credit to Team Ali, right?
So 100% credit to Team Ali. 100%. I'm going to piggyback off of what you just said, though. I'd love to get a 30 for 30 with Abdel Fattah. I'd love to get a 30 for 30 with Baker. There's a couple of guys on that team I know that would love to speak out in that situation. Listen, there's some turmoil that went and happened, and they think that it's under wraps or they can hide it, or this is the mouse trap, which Inshallah Faddis is watching right now. AB's mouse trap, 100%. That team was dysfunctional. There was a lot going on. They played one way when the star was gone and played a completely different way when he came back. So you're saying other guys had to step up. I'm saying, did they have a chance to step up?
Both great questions. Shout out to Jose, by the way. He's in the building today. We wanted to start off with the LOL League until you got here. You know what I'm saying, Jose? But I hope you're doing well.
Oh, no. I was, hey, what's going on, guys? How's everybody?
Doing well.
Sorry, still got my morning voice.
Yeah.
Working with Musa Al-Gahbi.
Hey, no Diddy, but that voice works for you. Do what you got to do.
Thank you. My brother Mohammed wanted to give the team the shout out from Saudi Arabia. He wasn't there.
That does another.
Give the air horn,
but
man.
that's another thing, man.
Oh,
They did it with no man.
That door is for real, though.
Dua is strong out there.
Two missed free throws.
The defending champs were full squad.
Yeah.
And Ali was short. Like that.
Shout out.
Yo, fam, he's 5'9" with some Timbs on. All right? Relax.
Man, Mookie's a high draft pick and a very important piece to that team, and they pulled it up.
And watching Mohammed, because I was watching the games with Musa. So as soon as I see my brother, I noticed one thing. As soon as the ball is shot, Mookie's ready for already a transition and on offense.
100%.
So Musa was telling me, he's like, man, we used to love having him there because as soon as you get the ball, first thing to do is look up for Mookie.
Mm-hmm.
Not having him there took turn their offense like a completely. He told me, he's like, man,
that's at least a good 8 to 10 points.
So my point is, it could have been probably a blowout because their defense was on point.
Then I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
Go ahead. I'm talking about Ali T's team defense. Yeah, go ahead.
So maybe they missed that part about Mookie, the fast break, but did they really miss the defense part of Mookie?
I mean, Mookie's a body. He's there. He maybe. Oh.
No.
I love you, Mookie. Yeah,
Mookie, Mookie, love that. Yeah, Mookie. That's your guy, Mook.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
your guy.
I like what Moti's doing. Moti's asking the honest, serious questions. You know what I'm saying?
mean,
and having the serious
yeah.
topics. But
I mean, again,
Where did he make that big of a difference?
but I going like, if we go into the next game or into
I was gonna say because I like a lot of there's so much stuff that I want to talk about.
Yeah. So the next game was Khalid Jahmi's team versus Adil Al Hajj, Nader Elite. You know, Khalid's team just outplayed Malik. Shout out Malik Mahsen.
I like him.
Shout out, man.
I like him too.
I think he dropped 24.
Wow,
I like him.
Nice.
Yeah, he stepped up. Allah Shfi,
X factor,
Fadullah toward the end of the game was dribbling his ankle, like his foot got caught on nobody near, no contact, like non-contact type twist, but his foot got caught on the court a little bit. Tried to do a behind the back thing, rolled his ankle. We wish him a speedy recovery. Definitely, you're going to be needed for the semifinal.
Shout out to Bud.
You know, that game was close. It was a kind of a back and forth. Kale's team kind of pulled away a little bit. Team Adil came back, but it was definitely a battle. You know, you go into game 3. Our 4th round pick, Hamid, during the Ramadan, had a shoulder surgery, and he was out for the season. Out for the remainder of the season. We never got a replacement. Really didn't report it. And hopefully everything is good with Matia. Matia had some other things outside of basketball going on, so he really didn't show up the last 2 weeks, so we didn't get him for the playoffs. So we're literally playing us 5, me, the Salama brothers, Smiley, and Sambo. Shout out Sambo. But we were playing Sufi. You know, we were playing Sufi. Sufi's team is Sufi's team.
Solid.
But yeah, it's solid. It's definitely solid.
I called him out preseason, by the way.
Yeah. Sufi's a leader, man.
Oh,
He's a born leader, man. He's a born leader. And Bilal Jahmi, mashallah, and Munir, they got step up from Hussein Nasser, Hussein Shafal. You know, Ishi's playing really well. Dr. Mo's playing well. Ramzi, like these guys, they were up 20 on us at one time and still was locking us up.
So you got Sufi's team, Fujo's team.
So the matchup,
Cal's team, and Ali's team.
So the matchup right now is Ali T versus Sufi, and I think it's Fujo versus Cal.
It's a good matchup.
So what I'd like to see personally, what I want to see, and this is just based off of storylines, I'd like to see my boy Cal. I know that's his boy. I'd like to see my boy Cal, even though I think he's gonna have a very tough time against Fujo and the boys. But I'd like to see my boy Cal, the BD-less bunch, versus Team Ali Thabit with BD. I'd like to see that storyline kind of play out.
Why?
Because, you know, Nabil, Abdullah, and Muad Zindani has always played with BD. They've always called themselves the BD's, BD's bunch.
Oh, okay.
So Khalid kind of took Muad Zindani and took Nabil without BD, and they called themselves the BD-less bunch.
So the final question is, who you got actually advancing? I know that's who you want to see. Who do you got actually advancing to the final round?
All right, so I think without Fadul, depending on Fadullah's play, I mean Fujo's gonna win that game. Team Fujo. A couple guys got to step up though. Fujo cannot do it by himself. He's having an amazing year. He just can't do it by himself. You know, closer you get to the championship, the better the teams you know you're gonna face. Looking back at prior matchups, Big Bro took out Team Sufi, but then Team Sufi ran up on Big Bro without Mookie and without I think BD. So I think Ali Thabit takes that game. I think team was it Team BMI?
Yeah, I think so.
What they called them, yeah, Team BMI. I think Team BMI versus Fujo, and I think we're gonna have a Hamtramck champion, one way or the other.
What you got?
Well, Hamtramck is always in the champion every year. Championship game every year.
Shout out.
Yeah, of course I want Big Bro, but I think the final matchups will be Kel versus Fujo.
No, Kel versus Fujo's right now
Right now,
semifinal.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
sorry.
semifinal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it was the opposite
Cal
way,
versus
maybe.
Sufi. Cal versus Sufi. I do want guys like Fudd to get their championship. I want guys like Fatty to get a championship. You know, those are two guys that have been in the league since the beginning, and You know, it's only right for them to get a championship. Who else is winless? In those
Me.
teams? No, but you're already out right now, right?
No, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know, guys like Fadi Fadullah, you know, Beatty.
Beatty's another one, yeah.
Mosey, Nabil. I mean,
Cal.
Obviously, Cal.
Oh, Cal to me is number one.
You know what I
guy.
mean? There's-
I want to see win.
Yeah, there's some players out there that are deserving and been in really
Spread
good
the wealth,
spots.
dog.
You know, I mean, but Sufi's greedy, man. Sufi is a greedy guy.
Sufi is greedy.
If he can rack up trophies and awards and championships.
Sophie's definitely trying to come after the championship, but it should be an interesting semifinal. Looking forward to hearing about that, and inshallah we will be out there for the championship game on that Wednesday, the following Wednesday, right? It's the following
Yeah, not this Wednesday
Yeah.
coming, but the following Wednesday.
Inshallah, we'll be out there. You know, we want to keep supporting these guys. It's always fun to see these guys too when we can. So, Yusuf, we're gonna run our next ad. Then we're gonna jump into the NFL draft that just happened in Detroit. Detroit holding it down. Jose, over 775,000 fans.
We deserve an all-star game.
Man, that
All-star.
atmosphere. Listen, that atmosphere was electric. But go ahead, Yusuf.
Got put on.
We're gonna give a shout out to BC Adhesives, our friends in Wisconsin, because we have a story about that as well. So shout out to BC Adhesives and everybody over there.
Go, Pat.
You know, I
go.
believe it's very important for every team to stick together. And what I do here at Oz Media to make sure we are all one glue is I stop by BC Adhesives.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what it's used for.
Nah, Yusuf, it's not. But you can go to BC Adhesives for all your industrial adhesives needs. They do food packaging, book binding, product assembly, and many other industrial services. So if you're in need of adhesives for your business or having trouble with your current adhesives applications, you can contact them by phone 1-888-679-9825 or go to their website at www.bcadhesives.com.
Back here.
I mean, I
In the
think
summertime.
NBA All-Star would be.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot more.
we
They need to bring in that center field,
for the home run derby.
man.
So, quick thing about the Packers. So, I don't know if you remember, Jose, where we were talking about this, but we had a student of ours who, by the way, going into this year, was like a first round, second round for sure pick, Kalen King. But I don't know. I guess over the last couple months,
Was that the corner from
Penn State.
corner from Penn
right?
State,
Mhm.
yeah. And so now he ended up getting drafted in the 7th round
It's okay.
by the Packers.
It's a part of the journey.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
For sure. It's all part of the journey, you know, and hopefully he'll stuff down. And he was retweeting some stuff that Jaden Reed posted, like, yo, y'all made a mistake bringing my boy here. And then Sauce Gardner wrote a tweet saying y'all sleeping on Kalen King. So, they hyping him up and stuff. So basically, it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. I was texting my boy Matt Cassidy, BC Adhesives, by the way, who just had a new baby boy on like 3-4 days ago.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Matt.
Congrats, Matt
Congrats.
Cassidy. So
What do you name him? Aaron?
Archie Cassidy. It's a great name.
That's a quarterback's name.
Yeah, it is. So, long story short, he's excited. The first thing he was like, he was a first round talent, but I guess he didn't grade well in the combine, and that's why he dropped so much into the 7th round, Matt Cassidy. But yeah, that's what was the connection with BC Adhesives. As for the draft, though, Detroit just held the draft. Guys, I'm telling you right now, the atmosphere was so electric down there in downtown Detroit. It was the most people I've ever seen in downtown Detroit in my life.
Yeah, look nice.
It looked nice. Like, you're looking around. I ain't gonna lie to you. For some reason, I never looked at Detroit like that because I was like, I was like judging every little thing. I was looking around. I was like, man, you know what? It's not bad.
All right. It's all
Take
right.
a step
it's not
back.
bad.
Take a step back. Like, take yourself that, it's not your hometown, though, and you're judging it from, like, a new set of eyes.
Yeah,
True. That's
Hey,
Especially from the reputation.
the aerial view though still looked terrible. But I'm talking about when you're actually in there. You are right because the aerial view. Come on, we have we have the worst.
landscape.
Yeah.
No. When they went like towards downtown, the camera went fast, so it was like it was
a flyby. It was a
see the abandoned
flyby.
buildings and stuff. 2 miles.
It was a
mile
flyby.
down.
Yeah, but long story short, great atmosphere, guys. I want to hear your thoughts, Jose. When you read about that stuff, man, it ain't just me. I know everybody gets those chills. Like, man,
it gave me anxiety just seeing that shot. So, because I don't like crowded areas like that.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't go back
But
down there.
I mean, it was great hearing like watching the coverage from CBS and everybody else talking about Detroit showed out. They know how to do it. Detroit did it right. So that's one thing I'm proud of.
Listen, I love Detroit. but I feel like we showed out because we don't have
Nothing else to do?
Yes.
I know. It is.
I love Detroit, but that's why we're so hyped on our sports teams. Is because what do we have as distractions? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have too much things to keep us off of our sports teams. That's why we're so loyal. Like Miami, you go to Miami, you got everything.
Yeah, you got 100 different things to do.
Yeah,
beaches
New York,
and,
Cali. So Detroit. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
We got nothing
listen,
else.
That's why we love our sports. There's nothing wrong with it.
They called. I mean, I don't forgot who it was, but they said Detroit's a real football town.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, I mean, baseball town. I mean, we're running basketball town. So with that said, though, guys, let's dive into actual draft. Detroit Lions moved up in the first round, got Teron Arnold, corner out of Alabama. All right, and then made some other moves as well. So overall, what are y'all thoughts on the draft picks of how the game? I mean, how the Detroit Lions did? Again, Jose, we'll start off with you on this.
I wanted us to get a receiver, even though we didn't get one. It's cool.
Yeah.
I trust Brad.
Isn't that your prediction?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I still think we will. I still think we will.
No, I'm just saying. I thought the first round. I mean,
Yeah,
you
but-
you got called out though.
Yeah, I know. Cal texted me before the hand, and I told him, I mean, listen, I only went out that way. The Detroit Lions were going to get the best player available. That's what they were going to do no matter what. But, I didn't have the time to explain myself, so I wanted to go straight to a player that, I thought that might also be landing there.
Yeah, but I think we solidified our cornerback position finally.
Yeah.
I think we're good now. We got a couple of O linemen, which is serious because we only got Zitter, I think what his name is, only a year.
Yeah, 1 year.
So
Decker 1 year.
Deckers, yeah, we were going to revamp that offensive line, and I think we filled in a very important spot in our defense that we really needed. Was like we knew we had a corner, we didn't know who's the other one. So I'm happy with it. I trust Brad. You don't argue with the guy no more. So
Yeah, I agree 100%. Moti, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. When it was, I think it was like 13, 14 offensive players get drafted, I knew like, I think we're going defense, and corner was a position of need. We have arguably the best corner. We drafted arguably the best corner in the draft. Him and Murray back and forth. Some analysts got them as 1-2. But yeah, man. If you think about it, he got Carlton Davis on a 1 year deal. If he wants top dollar money, he could go.
yeah,
We got his backup. We got Emmanuel Mosley coming off an injury. Our cornerback position is definitely solidified. I think our weakest need right now is receiver.
Yeah.
But I don't think we were going to trade up and get a receiver,
Me either.
because who is out there? Who is that talented enough for us? I mean, Keon Coleman would have fell to us at 29. You know what I'm saying? If we waited. You know what I'm saying? So, but I did expect them to get a receiver, man. When they drafted their cornerback again, which I don't mind, by the way.
Listen,
again-
Brad Holmes was getting best available.
He was best
player.
available
He was
at
getting
the
best
time.
available.
But I felt like eventually we were going to get a receiver, and we didn't.
I still think we will before the season begins, but I also for sure like the Lions can play and then trade deadline. Like the Lions are all in these next year or 2 or 3 years.
Absolutely.
They're all in. So we are now in the position. Sorry, Nate. I apologize. I'll give him a call back. We are now in the position to where we can, we can be that team.
You got to understand, the Lions are coming off a season, probably their best season ever in the Super Bowl era.
I agree.
You can't name a season better. You can't name farther than they've gone. They've gone in 91. They went to the NFC Championship and got smoked, right? We were 1/2 away from playing in the first ever Super Bowl. You understand what I'm saying? And we're still hungry and we're building on that.
Yeah, for sure. I think they will add a receiver. Because you got the June 1st cuts, and I think we have like 23 or 26 million under the cap. I want you guys to look at 3 names. All right, I have Cortland Sutton.
That's number 1 on my list.
I saw that. I saw the little.
I like
Somebody
Cortland.
said
I
something
think that's
about
a
getting Sutton
perfect.
for like 2 5th-round picks this year's 5th round,
Yeah.
next year if it would happen before the
Yeah,
draft.
And don't get me wrong, I bet you the Lions were trying to probably make a move, but I don't think Denver was ready to commit.
I got Deebo Samuel. All right,
That's expensive. I'm
Very,
not ready.
very
I'm not ready
expensive.
for. I'm not ready for Debo.
and I got Higgins from Bengals.
I take Higgins, big body receiver, man.
The
I
reason,
like
the
him, but
reason
he's
why
also
I want
expensive.
Higgins, right? The reason why I want Higgins because I feel like Higgins fills a huge need.
Oh yeah.
All right. And Higgins is gonna cost $20 million. All right, and it's 1 year. Okay.
Are we buying in to win?
Look, AB, you know what I'm saying? You mentioned we're in that era for the next 4 or 5 years. We're going after Super Bowls now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So We're gonna go all in, all chips in the table. You know,
I mean, the hype is real. Come on, man. In our lifetime, when has the Lions ever been talked about being the best team in the NFC?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
watch out for Green Bay and Chicago, man.
They're going to be so good.
Stop, man.
I'm telling you,
Stop.
bro.
I hear you. They are going to be better. Listen.
AB, Green Bay and Chicago will make the playoffs next year.
Okay.
I agree. Man.
Okay.
I like that.
Question.
Three from the north.
Question
Three from the north.
Time out. And that's awesome because that's the question I was thrown to ask because I had a conversation last night in regards to like J.J. McCarthy and, you know, he might be okay. You know what? Come to think about it, Michigan like to run a lot, so JJ, he might be under the right leadership, the right coaching. So you're saying Chicago's going to finish better than Minnesota?
Yes.
All right, just want to put that on tape.
I believe they will because of their defense. Yeah, but if it's one team, I'm not a betting man, but if I wanted to bet, for sure, it's gonna be Lions and Green Bay in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, Green Bay. You saw
Chicago will make the playoffs next year, guys.
They won't.
Their defense is good.
Okay.
And their offense just got super duper better. Not
Why?
just better.
Why? Because they got
super duper better.
And thank you Atlanta. Thank you Atlanta for taking Penix Jr. And letting Odunze or whatever his name drop to him. So you got a guy that's not really good, right? A guy that's a college. I'm telling you, he was a college great. Like who? Johnny Manziel.
Who? Caleb Williams?
Hold on, man. Yeah, we're talking about Johnny Manziel. Who else was that great college quarterback that just never panned out?
Listen, one of us is going to be a clutch, AB.
I'm telling you right now.
You just called him Johnny Manziel, and I told him he's going to be the next greatest quarterback next to Patrick Mahomes.
And I'm going to tell you right now, that's where you're just throwing. Like, I was wrong about Victor Wembanyama, whatever his name is. I was wrong. I thought he was going to bust out. He's putting his numbers, doing his thing.
Can we get a no Diddy? All right.
So, no, Caleb is no. I'm sorry, bro. He ran away from college guys that didn't even get into the draft. That's not going to play pro. I swear to God, Caleb's not going to do it, man.
AB, put me back there.
His elusiveness.
With Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and Romeo Odunze. And I'm over there giving you some fantasy numbers.
You right, and Swift in the backfield. No, but you're right.
I'm giving you some fantasy numbers.
They did better for him than they did for Bryce, right?
Yeah, but by the way, Bryce Young, watch out for Carolina. I think they're gonna be okay, man.
Okay, but here's the thing.
He's gonna take a step forward.
Okay, because I was gonna say
they're gonna go from 3 wins to 4 wins.
Yeah,
no, 3 wins to 8 wins.
I mean,
7.
Real quick for the Bears, I don't see them getting more than 8 wins.
Guys, they had 7 last year.
I don't
Are
see
you
them getting-
serious?
Justin Fields will be a better quarterback than Caleb Williams.
Okay, how about this?
Don't come on now, bro. Just like you think LeBron's the greatest. Get out of here.
I'm not gonna retract my statement about the Patrick Mahomes.
I got you.
I really do think he's gonna be the best quarterback since Patrick Mahomes come out of college.
No.
But with that said, I will bet you I'm gonna shake hands with you that he will be a better NFL quarterback than Justin Fields. And I actually like Justin Fields.
Well, I mean, okay, I dropped the bar pretty low there trying to make a point. Okay, I did. You're gonna call me out.
Justin Fields, hey, but people were sleeping.
I like
he's
Justin
gonna rejuvenate his career in Pittsburgh, and he's gonna be a good NFL quarterback in the Pittsburgh.
I was told last night by a guy that I'd love to bring on the show one day when we're talking NFL. Real knowledgeable with the college and pros. He said Russell Wilson maybe 3 weeks before Justin Fields takes over in Pittsburgh.
I can see Pittsburgh trying to go halfway through the year because I think there's incentives for Russell Wilson and Justin Fields that if Justin Fields doesn't reach, if he doesn't play more than half of the field, you know what I'm saying? Like the trade goes from a 5th to a 6th or whatever.
Yeah.
So long story short, I can see Pittsburgh trying to ride it out for like about 8 weeks.
Jose, where's all this hype on Caleb Williams?
I don't know. He's just a light-skinned Sam Bradford to me. So
there we go. Another great college quarterback that went 1 overall.
I like this.
Talk to me, Jose.
I think Romeo's gonna is a better pick.
That was that might save some of these guys that are talking so highly of Caleb because yes, he came into a great situation. DJ Moore just kind of dump it off like DJ Moore's athleticism, do it himself, right?
But did they build the O-line?
You got Keenan Allen. Yeah, they were bringing some guys in. You got Keenan Allen. Is probably the greatest third down receiver, possession receiver. Get yourself open, and then now you got Odunze who can stretch the field for him.
Maybe that his numbers are going to be good.
What I'm saying is he's not going to be able to run around and elude guys and extend plays for 16 seconds.
He doesn't have to.
Okay, like I said, now you're going to see the real. Okay,
name me a player that got drafted from the USC's offense.
Simeon Rice went 6th-round pick.
Brandon Rice,
Brandon Rice.
6th-rounder. I'm telling you, he didn't even
Did you
have
watch
talented
Caleb
offensive
Williams in
players.
college?
What about the
against the
receivers for
good
Michigan?
defense?
Who got drafted besides Roman Wilson?
Johnson went to whatchamacallit.
yeah.
But
Johnson
did you
went
see
to the,
J.J. McCarthy's
Chargers.
numbers to Caleb Williams' numbers?
round pick.
Caleb
Okay.
Williams was throwing the ball and launching it and getting
Who was a better college
400 or
quarterback,
500
Bryce,
yards.
Bryce Young or Caleb Williams?
Caleb.
A college quarterback?
I'm just asking the question.
Wow, that's a good one.
Just asking the question because Bryce
Hey,
Hulk or Bryce Young came
don't
in.
sleep on Bryce Young.
Bryce,
man.
yeah, but here's my problem.
He had a good career.
Did you destroy this guy's confidence being number
No.
one going in? Listen, bro, you don't know how strong-minded some of these guys are now. These young kids.
I think the shorter quarterbacks have an issue in the NFL now, man.
Absolutely.
Caleb's what, 5'9"?
No, he's
Caleb
6'1".
is 6'1".
Like
He's
6'1".
You better
recognize.
He looks like he's
You better
5'9".
recognize AB.
Hey, no.
AB. AB. Can
Coach.
I say something,
He
guys?
had flat bottoms on.
Can I ask a question real fast? I'm gonna ask a question because I already know you guys' answer.
His nails make him look shorter.
Coach, and I'm gonna refer to you as coach. Hey, coach, we're the Lions, and we're the worst team in the NFL, and we got the number 1 draft pick this season, and we need a quarterback. Is Caleb the guy for you
To be on the Lions?
to be on the Lions? We out of this draft class, out of all the quarterbacks, is Caleb the guy, or do you trade that pick? Because
I'm going to be honest. I think this year's draft class is overhyped.
talk to us.
It's overhyped.
Talk to
Everybody's
us. Welcome
quarterback
back.
needy, man. You guys seen 6 quarterbacks go in the top 15,
12.
top 12?
Bo Nix win 12.
I think, okay, out of the top 12, at least 5 of them are just like 3 years ago.
Can we get the soundbite?
No, I was gonna say 3. You could split it in half. Say 3.
Who?
Clip.
I don't know who
Okay,
the 3 is.
I feel like Penix was a waste already. Drake May is in a terrible situation.
He is.
He's a good quarterback too.
But I like
Listen,
him.
JJ McCarthy won us a championship, but when I was watching the combine and him missing receivers like that, I was scared.
And
Hey,
Michigan.
Hey, Moti said something right the last time we were on the show was that he went in the perfect situation. Kevin O'Connell is the perfect
quarterback
coach.
whisperer,
Yeah,
right?
he literally had Josh Dobbs and Nick Mullins thrown for 300-400.
It's funny you said that because Connell.
Have you guys seen
Connell did
Jaden
say
Daniels
that he would
scramble?
love to get this guy.
You guys seen
Jaden
how-
Daniels is going to be the number 1 guy. I'm putting it out there
Yo,
right now.
guys.
Out of this class.
Hey, JJ.
Out of this class.
JJ is playing an offense where he has weapons, guys.
Well, 100%.
Oh, yeah. does. He
That's
does.
why
You know what I'm saying?
we're going to go back to that sound clip. Please save that. The Bears are going to finish better than the Vikings.
If
is what you're
JJ
saying.
McCarthy
Okay.
went to the 49ers, he would have been in the best case scenario.
I'm drafting
Where he can just throw it
TJ
8
Hawkinson.
times.
You want he's gonna be out.
Oh,
for
he's
the
going to be
first 8
solid
weeks.
by week 9. You're right.
He'll be out the
Playoffs.
first 8 weeks.
Kirby Joseph, put it.
I ain't gonna lie, wallah, I was gonna
7th
say
rounder.
this, and look how he has surgery. Karma is real. Kirby Joseph can't be going out there being. Listen, it's already one thing to hit people like that, but it's the second thing to show off that you're hitting people like that. And I was gonna say Kirby Joseph. I'm so glad that we got secondary players, even though it wasn't really no safety except for that one guy, the hybrid.
So he's going to be a
He's
special.
karma, man. It's karma, bro. And then-
What's the knock on him?
and also, so, you know,
He's
a lot
a
of
dirty
people think
player.
the dirtiest player in the NFL.
No, guys, he's going low. He's going low, man.
We
throwing it out
need
there.
that, though.
I
He's
know
going,
we do,
no,
but-
but he's not dirty though. He's
No,
going
I hear
low.
what you're saying, but we need that. That's a reputation we need to start having.
I know.
That we're
TJ
willing-
Hawkinson
that we're willing
said
to
that he's not
bite-
dirty.
We're willing to bite the kneecaps off.
And
Bro, but he's not
him
doing.
out.
He hey, that's not a dirty hit. It's a legal NFL
I'm not
hit.
saying that. I hear what you're saying.
A lot of people calling him.
I'm saying that we shouldn't
yeah.
even let that bother us. We should want a reputation like that.
It's like that basketball player, right?
Listen, I like that Brian Branch reputation where you know he's a hard hitting dude.
That's why the
But
pick was.
Kirby Joseph to me it's like you're kind of doubling down on those hits, and it's like just be quiet and just hit somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Listen to me. That's why I like the corner pick, our corner, our first round.
Arnold.
Yeah.
I love him because
him and Brian Branch.
if me and Moti played this long together in the secondary together and we were split up for 1 year and now we coming back in the pro style and I got a coach saying, hey man, how do you guys feel comfortable? We want to play you. We're going to invest you. And me and Moti got this chemistry together like, hey, I got high, you got low. We got certain communications. Come on, man.
Best case scenario.
Come on, man.
That's a smart move by them.
You're Brian Branch in this situation.
Oh, I'm definitely a ball hawk, bro. I'm definitely a ball hawk. Call me Ed Reed. You could be Antrell Roll. It don't matter.
That boy was in the league for 3 years. See how you trying to play me?
Philip Buchanan. I don't know what the guy. I mean,
Hey,
we
it's
had some
funny.
decent guys. I'm just saying.
Ed Reed is my favorite safety of all time.
Of course, and from the
For a lot of people. Yeah.
Hey, so let's go ahead and say who won the draft and who was the biggest loser. So team-wise, okay, Moti, who do you think won the draft this past year? This past draft.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. As much as I don't want to admit it, man. But you gotta give credit when credit's due, man. It's the
Bears.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Thank you.
I think the Philadelphia Eagles had a great draft, man, and they just made. I think they made like 8 trades. Like they just kept getting more draft capital, and he was picking the right guys, and he was filling needs, and the Cuzzos was all over it, and they were right. Like I'm gonna keep it real, they were right on a lot of things they were saying. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's the Eagles, man. Eagles, for sure.
The Eagles did have a very good draft. A team that, to me, that also had a good draft to me. Again, I was just saying the Bears. I think they had a good draft, but I think the Commanders had a good draft too. The Commanders picked up some solid little pieces in between, like the whole thing. They loaded up on a lot of talent. They got young. So to me, the Commanders, I'm not saying they're going to be competitive. Maybe, I think they're going to be competitive next year. I don't think they're going to be making too much noise. But the Commanders are trending up, finally, where they were like trending down for like the last 3 years. So the Commanders to me had a good draft. Jose, you who you got?
I liked Arizona. They gave Kyle Murray the best weapon in the draft.
And a running back.
And the Chargers. I like what the Chargers did. But I think they could have invested. They invested in receivers. You can't be mad at them. But they got Joel. He's gonna be like,
that was a smart move by
him
the
and
Chargers.
Slater together is gonna be amazing on that
I
line.
agree.
I like what Harbaugh's doing. You got to take it one step at a time.
Harbaugh builds the lines, man. He knows what he's doing.
Every team goes into a season like with a weakness, and obviously the Chargers, it's the receiver, but he's building it the right way. It's like the Lions were building it. You know what I mean? Like he's going from inside out. But go ahead, Jose. You got the Chargers and
Yes, like I said, the Chargers. I like what the Cardinals did, just from a fantasy standpoint. And losers, Falcons, man.
100%.
Drop the ball.
I think we're all going to.
I think the Rams were the.
could've-
Except me.
I think the Rams. I think the
Tell you guys
Rams. I think the Rams would be considered one of the winners, big winners, if not number one. They invested everything in winning that Super Bowl, right? They gave up all those first round picks to us. They gave up a lot to win that Super Bowl, so they finally got a chance to use the picks, and they took guys.
They did.
They
You're
took
right,
guys.
they did.
I believe
Solid.
that are available now.
I agree.
Yeah.
Guys that are ready to play now. Guys that are going to fill needs now. So I think the Rams. I think Sean McVay and the guys they did well. As far
agree.
as the losers, I'm 100% with you. The Falcons.
Yeah, the
definitely
Rams
lost.
took teammates. They took Verse and they took
like Verse.
the 2 guys from Florida State.
Yeah. So the other guy from Florida State was kind of you know what I mean. But Verse, you're gonna hear that name a lot. Give it a couple of years. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna be considered one of the top guys. He was definitely projected. Top 10. But obviously with the offensive rise, then I'm going preseason. College. But even Corum, man. Corum, get in there and play. They got guys that can just plug right in.
Yeah, I agree. No, it was a good draft for the Rams as well. Safe draft. Moti, you were saying that the Atlanta pick was not a bad pick, huh, Moti?
Yeah. First of all, I'm a big fan of Penix. All right, that's first and foremost. But I at first when they made the pick, I'm shocked like everybody else, right? But then again, I started thinking, right? Atlanta is trying to change the culture there. Atlanta's trying to change. They got the new head coach. They got a new, quarterback, and I'm a big fan of Kirk Cousins. I'm not gonna lie, I think Kirk Cousins is a big plus. And I think Kirk Cousins will utilize those weapons more than what they did last year. But here's my thing: Kirk Cousins' injury. I think it's his second major injury in his career. So when you're trying to win and change the culture and not take a step back, you bring in a cheap rookie to back him up. Just think, it's a cheap rookie.
He's the 8th pick overall. You got to pay him.
I know, but what?
What?
9 million?
4 years, $30 million?
Yeah, that's cheap.
That's cheap.
It's backup
All right.
money.
Not when you need to build and you just paid your star $100 million guaranteed.
Again, it's insurance. Okay. Now,
With the 8th pick.
with Kurt's history of injury, I'm buying insurance. This is me personally, because
with the 8th pick of the draft.
yeah. I mean, dude. Like I said, I was a big fan of Penix. Me personally,
Oh, no, he's great.
I got Penix in my top 5. Like he should have went, top 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he ended up, going whatever. But it was Dallas Turner was slated to them, right, for defense. I think defense they're okay. You know what I'm saying? They had a good defense last year, Atlanta. So offensively, when they got the QB, I think that was the investment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, hold on. Okay. You just signed Kirk Cousins 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. I just signed you my starting point guard, right? 4 years. I gave you a ton of money, right? Now I'm in the NBA draft and I take Mane as my first pick. But I just paid you. You're my guy.
Yeah.
Where's your mental state at? First of all. Second of all, listen to me here. They bring Penix in. I'm a big believer of having a quarterback maybe sit a year or two or whatever to learn the system to, kind of like the Jordan Love, the Aaron Rodgers. I love those two examples. Penix is 24 years old.
Right.
You're going to start him at 26, 27? I mean, what are you trying to do? I'm just saying,
So
hypothetically.
I read something before.
He
the
could start
show.
at 25, 26. You never know.
Yeah, I read something on an article and it made sense. They're like basically, so Atlanta is looking at it like Kirk Cousins might be a 2-year answer.
A 2-year, okay.
2-year answer.
He got out after the second year too.
Yeah.
in the contract.
So
$100 million guaranteed, yeah.
So 2-year answer for Kirk Cousins. They could win now. Michael Penix Jr. They looked at the draft class for next year. They said that basically they're looking into making the playoffs this year, so they won't be able to get one of the best quarterbacks for next year anyways.
There you go.
So therefore, they're getting that quarterback now while they're still a top 10 pick. Get somebody they actually believe in. Obviously, they were high on the board. And it's to replace a guy, the most important position in football. You know what I'm saying? And like they're looking in the future now. And like they felt the need to get the guy now rather than wait and end up getting a guy that they don't like. You know what I'm saying? In the future, like a year or two down the line. So they were saying that they were looking ahead into the other draft quarterbacks coming out, and they knew that they weren't going to be picking in the top 10.
And explanations like that to me with how I see it, I mean, you can put whipped cream and cherry on top of chara and still get the taste like chara. I don't like the pick. I don't agree with the pick. Even if their defense is set, you said like DJ Turner or something else. Like, I don't know. I don't like the pick.
I mean, when you got Romeo Duse on the board, it does hurt. Jose, what do you think about the pick?
Well, that killed.
Yeah,
killed us.
I mean,
send them right over to Chicago.
It's like you said, it's a good investment, but since you put it like that, honestly, it's weird.
Do you guys get Michael Vick vibes?
From who? From who?
Penix?
No,
Penix.
No.
Can't run.
Penix is too old, bro.
He's got a great arm.
He's real old.
Got a great touch.
Yeah.
Listen, Penix going to be a top 2 or 3 quarterback to come out of this class.
It's
100%
It's not that hard to do that.
Well, yeah, you're not a fan of this class.
Yeah.
You're not a fan of the class, and I get that. But to judge this class, Penix going to be in the top. I think Jaden Dalen.
The New Orleans Saints drafted Rattler.
Spencer
That's my
Rattler.
guy.
I like
50.
that for them.
I
150.
like that
The
guy.
guy that beat the number 1 pick for a starting job. And who gave him that starting job? Was a good coach. I mean, it was,
Number 1 pick took actually no. He,
Oh, yeah, what are you talking about? He ain't beat number 1 pick.
oh, no, I'm sorry. The other way around.
Caleb took
came
his
to
job.
Oklahoma.
Took his job.
See that? See, now you just had your whole viewpoint of
But-
Caleb.
No,
Let it
I still
switch.
listen. Let me
But
tell you
look
why.
what happened. This guy
Caleb,
left,
to me-
he left Oklahoma.
Because
He
my
went to
man
South
paints his
Carolina.
fingernails.
No,
You guys
it
don't
has
like him.
nothing about the.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. It makes me look at him in a different way as well. It is
I
what
don't-
it is.
he can-
Because he's my quarterback.
Well,
of the
Jose,
football
you've
team.
seen what this guy did, right? So Rattler comes in. He's a highly touted guy out of high school. He's going to be the Oklahoma guy. He comes in. Okay,
He
boom.
was a number 1 projected pick.
Yep. Caleb.
for a minute.
Yep. Caleb comes in, takes his spot, takes his job, right? Caleb transfers, but Spencer transfers too. Spencer goes back. He goes to South Carolina, and then he comes out and plays. The guy could have folded like a lot of other young kids today.
For sure.
Definitely. You know what I'm trying to say? I like that kid. He's had problems since high school. I'll tell you that now. I think he got thrown off the football team. Almost got thrown off the football team. Listen, during COVID, I love watching that Netflix.
Yeah.
Beyond the Lights QB1.
That's what killed him, by the way.
He
That's
was
what
on-
killed his draft stock.
Yeah. It was
A lot of teams.
What is he,
So
diva?
no, something happened at school, whether it was a prank or the way he talked down to a girl. Something happened his senior year in high school. It kind of messed up. I don't remember exactly what it is, but
That's messed up. He agreed to do something and ended up hurting his draft stock.
Draft stock, ain't that
Mookie from Mecca. Shout out to Oz Media. Like the pick. Lions took along with Davis as free agents. Something had to go. Keep up good work. Prayers with you guys. Shout out to Mookie.
Shout out,
Mookie.
Mookie.
Yes. Yusuf T said Lions signed an undrafted free agent wide receivers. We are good. Defense
Illinois,
first.
too.
Offense was top 5. This draft class was one of the best you'll see. Said Yusuf Thabit. All right. So believe it or not.
Shout out to Yusuf Thabit.
Yeah,
Shout out Yusuf.
All right, we're gonna move on to basketball now, guys. Because believe it or not, it's already 1 o'clock. We could be sitting here talking sports for 2 hours, and
Absolutely.
we wouldn't even notice it.
Real quick, I just want to say one more thing about
Yeah.
Caleb.
Hit us, coach.
I feel like in the game, when they're down and he gets sacked again by Aiden Hutchinson, you're going to see the emotion in his face and his body language dropping. He's not that, you know what I'm saying, ice in his veins, like take a sack, get up. He's not
Hey,
like that.
hey, you
bro.
know what?
The
Hey.
guy ran to his mom and cried after a loss.
Hey, Hussein.
Did you see how he played against good defenses in
Hussein,
college?
great point, man.
I'm just saying.
How
I
did
like-
this guy go
Great
from the
point.
Heisman?
He's cocky already
I
talking
am.
about. Yeah.
I am afraid of that hit.
That is the only thing that I'm worried about with Caleb Williams is his personality.
This guy went from a
That is the
Heisman
only
Trophy
thing.
Let me tell
quarterback
you
to
this.
the next year.
If Caleb Williams has like a Trevor Lawrence situation, he is not going to play as half as good as Trevor Lawrence. And Trevor Lawrence, to me, was put in a bad situation.
Very bad.
But he's turning it around slowly.
No, they're setting the guy up for success. Listen,
Yeah.
I agree. He is like Omar saying Chicago to the playoffs is very realistic. Look at the situation here. What number 1 pick has been put in a situation that this guy got put in? Who did Matt Stafford have? Calvin? Okay, awesome. Like who did these numbers?
Roy Williams.
Who's
Brandon
Bryce?
Pettigrew.
Who's Bryce? Who'd Bryce have? They brought Adam Thielen.
Yeah. No, you're right about that.
I'm telling you, they definitely 100% setting this kid up for success. They want to make sure he's not going to be a bust, but
Carolina.
I just don't see him running in circles.
Carolina drafted Liggett, right?
Yeah.
They got Xavier Leggett and they got Deontay Johnson. I'm telling you, Carolina's going to take
Oh,
a
yeah,
step forward
facts.
this year.
Yep, they will.
Because the offensive was their problem.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Defense wasn't
Let's go
so
back
bad.
to basketball. We're done.
Yeah, so we're going to run a quick ad. Give a shout out to our great friends over there at Juice Box, and then we're going to keep things rolling. So shout out to Juice Box.
It's good to have the coach back.
Let me tell you guys.
All right, Yusuf, I want you to envision this with me, okay? Imagine you just had a long day at work, and all you want is a nice, cool, refreshing drink to top it all off. Do you know where you stop by at, Yusuf?
It's got to be Juice Box.
It's definitely Juice Box. If you're looking for a place with the best smoothies, milkshakes, ice cream, cereal bars, and slushies, then Juice Box is your one-stop shop. You can try things like their Biscoff or Nutella shakes, crepes, watermelon blast, strawberry burst, or mango smoothies. And if you're looking for a place to hang out, they have a comfortable outdoor patio/courtyard area that you and your friends can enjoy while trying those delicious drinks. So be sure to stop by Juice Box. They have a Hamtramck location right there on Joseph Campo, with more locations coming soon. You'll be sure to leave there with a big smile on your face. You'll also be able to order your drinks from the new Juice Box app, which will also be coming soon. It will be downloadable on all of your smartphone devices.
Chasing him down. He's got Aiden chasing him down from behind. I want to see how he reacts.
He's gonna be the kind of guy that, like you said, he's gonna if he still got the ball in his hand, he might toss the football to the floor and shake his head and walk to the sideline. He will be that guy. That doesn't take away from the fact that he's a talent. Lamar Jackson does that. Lamar Jackson, if you see Lamar Jackson, he be having his moments where it gets me so mad as a fan, especially as a guy who used to play quarterback. Whenever I see Lamar Jackson, something happens, he gets up and starts telling his receiver why you ain't go there or something like that. Don't get me wrong, I hate it, but it doesn't take away from the fact that Lamar Jackson is still a good quarterback
He's a leader,
in the
man.
NFL.
He's a leader.
You
Call
know,
your guys out.
heck,
There's
Aaron
something wrong.
Rodgers does that.
Yeah, he's a leader. That's my point. What's the difference? I'm not talking about. He was talking about like
Caleb Williams will have some growing pains with his personality, but watch when he's like 5 years into the league, he won't have a beard in his face, and he gonna look like a veteran when we're gonna be like, what the heck? And he's only 4 or 5 years in the
Yo,
league.
Dak Prescott tried the beard and he cut it off.
Yeah, Dak Prescott. Listen, Dak Prescott.
Caleb got worse once he cut his hair off.
All right, here we go. Let's talk NBA right quick. We got NBA playoffs. Interesting.
I hate LeBron and the Lakers, but go ahead.
Yeah, so East, it looks a lot more exciting than the West. The West seems like a lot of blowouts are going to happen. You got Minnesota going to be sweeping the Suns. Denver, to me, they just gave the Lakers a charity win. Personally, that's how I feel like. Denver gave them a charity win.
These guys all last night had career playoff highs.
Yeah.
Russell 21. What's my guy's name? Reeves 21.
Yeah.
Also,
They played all well.
LeBron or series high. excuse
LeBron
me,
had
something.
25, and I think
30.
30.
He had 30, and
Anthony
AD had
Davis 25.
yeah.
2020.
OKC gonna sweep the Pelicans.
I like that.
And then the only series that might be decent in the West is the Dallas Mavericks versus the LA Clippers. But even the Clippers looking like they're about to get bullied by Dallas. But we'll see how that works out. Quickly from the Western Conference, any surprises, any big topics to talk about, any comebacks you guys can see happening from the teams that are leading?
The end of an era.
It is, right?
Yeah.
You got Dallas, Minnesota, OKC, and Denver. The whole new era of
Young
and
talent.
West basketball might be making a move in the West. Moti, do you see anything changing over there?
The only one is the only team I'm disappointed in is the Clippers. The Clippers have a lot of talent, a lot of guys that could go to other teams and make them playoff teams. In my opinion,
Clippers, by the way, if they don't win, everybody.
100%.
Everybody.
That's actually might be good for us. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Paul George to
We
Detroit.
might benefit from that too. So, hopefully, but
Gotta get rid of our
those
coach.
4 teams that you mentioned advancing, I like it.
Yeah.
They're well deserving. They're young. They're talented.
Denver versus Minnesota is gonna be sweet
For sure.
And then Dallas
Denver,
versus OKC.
Denver to me is a complete team.
Quick question, quick topic. Do you think, with all the places KD's been kind of bouncing around and this and all that hype, and he's never getting along with anybody? I mean, that Suns team was pretty decent. Then KD's there, the demand.
AB,
do you think there's a problem with KD?
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, a good point. I have a different opinion about KD.
Okay, I didn't know. I never asked.
Is he one of the best scorers in NBA history? Yeah, because he got the stats, right? Mm-hmm. But I would never want to play with a guy like KD.
I would want to play with him. It's just I know I'm not gonna win the big
Nah,
game.
then you
Then
don't
why
want to
you
play
playing
with
with
him.
him?
Yeah, you don't want to play with him then,
because
man. KD to me, he just I don't know.
I don't wanna
man.
say you're not gonna win the big game. I mean,
His
he's won before.
His interviews, the way he talked, the way he approached.
I mean, he had Harden and
Situations.
Westbrook couldn't do it. Then obviously he had the issue out in Golden State after obviously they won one.
I mean,
or two, and
dude
then
can't get a haircut like that. Stuff bothers me.
Hey, KD put himself in this position, by the way.
Went to Brooklyn and had Kyrie.
He screwed up. He screwed up. Like he screwed up his legacy. I swear.
all right.
People are gonna for sure attach this little 3-team thing that he always does, teaming up with 3 people thing forever with him, and he was only successful in Golden State.
Jose, teams got team barbers.
I know.
Sit your ass down for a half an hour. Get a lineup.
Get that, little taper.
So that's the issue of the lineup, huh?
Moti,
I got a huge issue.
like
that's
LeBron?
I got a huge-
25%.
You like LeBron?
always fresh.
Come on, man.
Every game.
The shop.
Come on, man.
Jose.
Oh, that's my favorite line. Go ahead.
When he's not sending that money to yeah.
Yeah.
What I don't even know. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's the Western Conference.
Yeah,
What are your
so
thoughts on
the Lions are looking good. I'm sorry.
Big support.
What do you think about the Western Conference? I mean, it's-
I'm excited about Minnesota. I'm excited about Dallas. Like I said, I wanted to see the young talent moving up. I want to see new winners. I don't want to see repeats. I don't know what the setup is going to look like for the next round, but we're all assuming that Dallas, Minnesota, Denver, and OKC, all young talent. You know what I'm saying? OKC, I like them a lot.
Listen, OKC's team is so loaded
crazy.
with talent.
And
You're gonna
so
see
young.
in 3-4 years, because they're not gonna be able to re-sign everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are gonna go to different teams, and they're gonna be hooping, and they're gonna be
It's
balling.
crazy, bro.
They got both Jalen Williams, to me, are like solid players. Chet Holmgren is not even reaching nowhere near his ceiling
potential,
yet.
See, there's another guy I just again with about Victor. I thought with Chet, like you're just NBA body, like you're too small. You're too
Skinny.
Yes, you know what I'm saying.
You don't have that physique.
Yes, I think you would be bullied around.
But
then
they're ballers, man.
But now they
It's a
are.
new day and age. You guys got to shoot.
You just said it. Day and age, man. The NBA got kind of soft. That's why I have a hard time watching.
Yeah, it's all offense.
I'm not gonna go backwards, but that's why the NFL is successful for quarterbacks too, man. It's gotten soft, man.
Yeah, but not that
very
soft.
favored.
Come on, basketball and football. Football's a contact sport. You want to protect one guy or another. That's cool. Even though again, we see the same way. It's soft on the quarterbacks. It's soft on certain things.
Yeah.
But we're talking about basketball, bro.
Yeah, but go ahead. What were you saying, West? Who you got, West?
Who do I got coming out the West?
Yeah.
I want Minnesota to come out. Anthony Edwards is my dude.
Yeah. A.B. Abraham, thoughts on the West, and then who do you got continuing in the West?
Well, I mean, as far as like you guys said, new age, these young guys, these younger teams. I mean, you still got to be the defending champs.
Yeah, me too, man. I agree, man. It's theirs to lose. I said the Denver Nuggets reminds me so much of the 04 Pistons, of how they're like a team. I said Jamal Murray is Chauncey Billups.
So complete.
Like they just
team is
lead their team and they just lead their team to victory. And
Joker's just manhandling everybody. I love it.
And now a day and age with the scores and the runs, being down 10 or 12 or 14 or whatever
Means
like
nothing,
that. Yeah,
bro.
absolutely nothing. Because
Yeah, I mean, Lakers led in every game.
Yeah, Denver. Oh, that stat. You see that stat
Yeah.
yesterday? It was like
Yeah.
an hour and 29, or it was 129 minutes to 40 minutes to 16 minutes untied. But they just never stop fighting. Like I said, they're still hungry.
So who in the West do you guys think can dethrone the Denver Nuggets?
It would be Minnesota as my only choice.
yeah, it would have to be Minnesota, man, because
Because they got the bigs and stuff.
Yeah, OKC can't hang with them. Denver is just gonna bully them, and then you have Dallas, unless like Luka goes crazy, but they don't have enough
they
talent.
don't have
They don't have enough talent to hang with Denver. So I think Minnesota's the only one because you got Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert.
Don't sleep on OKC. Them young kids wanna show out. They wanna prove something. Taking that number 1 seed. Don't sleep on them young kids.
No, so you see what they
I
did
love the
yesterday?
West, those
That was
Final
so
Four
cool.
teams, but the East, to me, every series is still a series. Okay, you got Philly and New York. Moti, who do you got winning this series? Philly or New York?
I really got New York. I really like New York this year.
Yeah, the New York.
No offense to Philly. I think Philly's Embiid is injured, man. I think he should sit out. I know he's showing a lot of heart, and that's just who he is. And I think
Philly could easily be up 2-1 right now.
No, I agree, but I just like New York in this series.
All right, and then we got the other series going on with Miami and Boston. Jose, what do you got, Miami or Boston?
But man, I would have loved to see a healthy Miami team go against Boston. But
I really think they would have gave him a lot of problems, man.
but you got Boston coming out. They're Tatum and Brown are playing perfect right now together.
Pacers are up 2-1 against the Bucks right now without Giannis. I don't think Giannis is playing anytime soon unless there are reports saying that he might play. What is it? But anyways, AB, is the Pacers going to do the upset?
Pacers can keep it up and find that magic they had in the beginning of the season when they went, where they went all the way to the NBA Cup or whatever.
In season tournament.
Yeah, I mean, they have that young talent. And then you tell me Giannis is not coming back anytime soon. Indiana pulled the upset.
Cleveland and Orlando, the series tied is 2-2, going back to Cleveland. Honestly, that series can go anywhere. It
don't matter.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't watched one game in that series. I have. That's just that. Those
They're the
games.
noon game.
Yeah, it's been weird times in that series for the game times. But
That 9 o'clock game
9
on
o'clock.
CRSD. Yeah, that
You
9
wake up, you're
o'clock
like,
game.
oh shit, they playing?
exactly.
game.
That's what happened. So basically, go ahead. Who do you got? Final four right now for the East.
Boston, New York, Cleveland, and Pacers.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, because of the injury.
How long is Giannis out for? Do you know? Like, are they saying he's for sure?
I
out
think
for
I've
the
seen something about Lillard today too. Actually.
Yeah, he has like
He's out. He's out too.
sprained
Lillard's
his
out.
No way.
Yeah.
Out game 4.
I think he sprained his ACL or something like that.
Okay, that's gonna be Bucks are done probably then. AB, same.
It's whoever the NBA wants out there. Remember, it is entertainment. So everything we're reading, but no. Same thing. I think Boston. I mean, Miami's not healthy, so you got Boston. Cleveland obviously had a better year, even though Orlando's. I mean,
Young.
They're young, so yeah. Boston, Cleveland, New York. I like the Villanova bring back, and then
God, the East is so terrible.
Pacers.
go the Pacers.
Yeah,
Go the Pacers. 'Cause I think-
Boston's a cakewalk to the championship.
Yeah, it's gonna be Boston walking to the finals. I want to see just for, ratings. I want to see the Eastern Conference Finals be Boston against the Knicks. That'd be beautiful.
That would be.
I love
the
nice.
old school.
You're right.
I
that'd be
love
nice.
I just like watching the Knicks play at home. It's like Madison Square Garden, man. It's just lit.
Yeah.
It is lit, especially with the game winner and all that. Oh man, that was nice. But yeah, it's same 4. I don't think anybody's arguing.
Yeah, I agree. Any other final comments with basketball? I mean, let me know, guys. We are an hour in, and we can run a quick ad and maybe touch on some baseball right quick. But any final comments with the basketball situation? All right.
It's league soft.
Yeah, NBA is changing. I mean, I like the playoffs at least. I could watch the playoffs, but to be honest with you, anything before that,
The LOL plays better defense.
there you go.
Not on the team I was on this year. Absolutely not.
Yusuf, give a quick shout out to our final sponsor, which is going to be Specialty Medical Center, and then we're going to just quickly talk about some Tigers baseball and just baseball in general.
All right, Yusuf. So the other day I was playing basketball with my friends, doing what I usually do on the court. But as I was driving to the lane, I kind of hurt my knee.
Oh man, not again.
Yeah, but this time I knew which place to go to that would take care of me the best, and that is Specialty Medical Center. Specialty Medical Center is a medical center that prides itself on patient care and its rehabilitation services. Their primary focus is developing a customized treatment plan unique to each individual patient's needs. Their center offers a full range of patient care, from diagnostic testing, pain management, physical therapy, regenerative medicine solutions, and surgical care. They currently have 2 locations, one in Dearborn and one in Sterling Heights. So if you're looking for a place that treats your medical needs the best, be sure to stop by Specialty Medical Center.
All right, we're officially back, ready to get this show rolling. So we're going to just close it out, with some maybe final thoughts, and also just talk about the Tigers right quick, because we haven't talked about the Tigers yet. They're currently sitting, I believe, 15-11 in the American League. 15-12?
Yep,
15-12, I'm sorry. 15-12. We are sitting right now in the American League. I believe we're 3rd place in the Central. Of course, the year that we want to be pretty decent. Cleveland and Kansas City want to be good again. Last year, I think our division winner won only 85 or 84 games. And now this year, we're going to probably have some 90-win teams. So with that said, Tigers, though, overall, where they're at right now, what do you give them as a grade? Moti, I'll start off with you. What do you give the Tigers overall?
Overall, B. Again, we're still above 500, so that's a plus, right? We have good pitching. I think we knew that coming into the year. Our bullpen is good also. Top 5 in MLB, in ERA. I just struggle with, again, last year too, our offense. Canna's having a good year. Kerry Carpenter is having a good year. Riley Green is having a good year.
Amazing year. I like
But then again, we got Torkelson. We got Cole Tait. So Yusuf, he's Cole Tait. Yep. And we got Javi Baez. Those are guys that are very important to our lineup. You know what I'm saying? And are just not producing. These are guys that are under 200 batting average. And to be honest with you, I my bar is low. I said, give me 200 batting average. You ain't gotta be under it. Give me a 200 batting average, even though that's low because we had the great hitters of Miguel Cabrera. You know what I'm saying? The Martinez, both Martinez, the one in Boston right now, whatever. No, he's with the Mets right now. So again, our hitting, our offense. We keep being in these games where we're winning late. It's good. We won. We end up winning the game. Like even last night, we hit the 3-1 home run. I think in the 7th, 8th inning. A win is a win, but our offense just struggles.
Yeah,
they struggle, man.
I think we're the worst offensive team in the MLB.
Yeah.
If not, for sure, top 3. So definitely, I agree with you. We definitely need 1 or even 2 more bats before. But see, that's the good thing is that we're in a position where we can decide to make that move when that trade deadline comes around. I don't know if we're ready to start going aggressive in trades, but I don't know. We'll see, I guess, how our team is. We still got a long way to go. It's crazy to think that, we're 27 games into the season and we're not even a quarter into the season yet. We got to reach the 40 game mark pretty much to be in a quarter into the season. So long way to go. Teams that are bad can turn out to be good. Teams that are good can turn out to be bad. And it's that early. But Jose, what would you give a grade so far?
I'm with Moti. I give him a B. Proud of our pitching. Our pitching is amazing, honestly. Like you guys said, our offense is trash. We're ranked in the 20s in every stat with batting average and all that other stuff. So it's not a bad problem to have because I think with the batting situation, you get 1 or like you said 1 or 2 sluggers and you're in there, honestly. Because I like some of our batters that we have, but we got a lot of holes. And Baez to me is just just bad and all that. Some of the situations that we're in, but.
Moti naming the players so everybody knows that he knows what he's talking about. Peeps.
Who's that?
Take a guess. 3 people. You're going to get one of them.
Hold on. You said Peeps. Tony.
Shout
out to Tony. Tony knows that I have a knowledge and history of baseball.
Tigers, yeah.
Especially
Moti's a Tiger guy.
I'm the guy. I actually watch the Tigers before any other game that's on, believe it or not.
Respect.
I watched the Tigers yesterday, and I think Lakers were on.
Moti.
That's how much it means to me.
Tony does not know who's our closer.
We're going to leave it as that. Me and Tony right now, we're in good terms. I miss that guy. I haven't seen him in a long time.
He'll be back.
Yeah. So with that said, Tigers, like I said, they're in final rubber match today against Kansas City. They won the first one, we won the second one. But last thing I just want to say, man, let's go back to the draft in Detroit, man. Like, how proud are you guys? Like, honestly, like, I just want to just go over this one last time and just say, the city of Detroit came through. We haven't had anything like this, ever. I feel like where we, people are saying the Super Bowl. Yeah, the Super Bowl is just 2 teams. I know other people like to come to the game, but that's just enough people to fill a stadium. Well, maybe 100,000 people maybe showed up to the city of Detroit during the Super Bowl. This is 750,000 people that nonstop, was around downtown Detroit, during this weekend. So kudos to Detroit. I'm glad the Tigers won yesterday because, it was a packed crowd, as y'all seen. Because, everybody looking for something to do in Detroit, obviously a Tigers game. So, kudos to the city of Detroit. Any final comments, Moti, on that, man?
Absolutely. I am very happy. I am proud to be a Detroit resident and from the Detroit area, born and raised. Definitely, a good turnout, and especially the bad rep we get. Everybody from the outside was giving us compliments and thanking us and saying how great Detroit is, man. Those are things to good to hear, man, because I think the crowd, like you mentioned, over 750,000, it was just amazing from the TV standpoint. When I was watching it, I seen so much people there, and I'm very proud. Like I said,
everybody coming to the stage was giving shout outs to Detroit.
Exactly. What up, though?
Roger Goodell.
What up, though?
Hey, Roger
Everybody.
Goodell looked like he's gonna give us a call next year.
Oh, 100%.
I swear, like
we about to get a lot of primetime games.
Even the intro, guys, was a good intro.
Oh, that was a great intro.
You know what I'm saying?
dog.
So
we was getting hyped up.
it was a great draft. I personally think we set the standard now.
Oh, for sure. And the thing is, I don't know if people can match it because, like I said, we live for these moments. And Roger Goodell, all jokes aside, he was looking like damn, man, we used to do this city dirty in the NFL games, man. Like,
now he knows.
He was looking around like, man, actually these guys are diehards. You know what I'm saying? It was a sea of blue, guys. I swear, it wasn't 700. I mean, call it 250 each round. I mean, each day, right?
Yeah.
200 out of the 250 were Lions fans.
Yeah.
It was seas of blue. I couldn't believe there were that many jerseys of Lions. Mm-hmm. I'm like, where were these guys hiding? But anyways, Jose, final words on that.
Proud of the city, man. Our governor was up there, Big Rich, put on the buffs. It was amazing. Like everybody that was representing our city stage showed up, from the performers to the intro. It was just amazing. And what Arnold did at his interview was just like, he was made for Detroit. And I don't know if you guys seen it. He went to sleep with the Lions hat on and woke up with it. So it was like, I was just pleased all around.
Again, I'm a believer in like things happen for a reason. I think we all believe in that, right? This is why I didn't think the Lions were going to win the Super Bowl last year. Because I knew the draft was coming here, and I knew we needed this moment before that moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, Wallah. I'm not joking with you guys.
You know what I said? I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, it's okay.
Imagine what the parade is going to be like.
So that's what I'm saying. This set us up. I'm telling. So now the country is.
We're going to hit 1 million.
If we didn't have enough fans already, I guarantee people became fans of Detroit just off of what happened in the draft. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So now that had to happen before this happened. You know what I'm saying?
Set the tone, baby.
Set the tone. If people want to just get a quick glimpse, this is just a minor glimpse of what would happen if Detroit wins the Super Bowl. You just had it. It would be a weekend party.
A weekend? It'll be a week.
A week party. Shout out to Detroit Lions. Shout out to the city of Detroit. Shout out to everybody, man. There's so much planning that gets involved with that stuff, man.
Hey, and the shot of the War Room wearing Dan Campbell jerseys, man.
And shout out to the people of Detroit.
Can we close it out? Can we close it out with?
I'm sorry, I haven't been working on no Campbell material, but I promise you guys, start football season, man. I can't wait, bro.
Yeah, but one more thing, I'm gonna shout out to the people of Detroit. Our behavior was good too.
I hear nothing crazy.
Yeah.
You know what they say, like if you don't hear nothing, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hearing anything crazy. Like AB said, 2 arrests. That's nothing. 2 arrests?
That should have been in the first minute.
Yeah.
Hey, I think
that's a Monday.
I think all the hustlers, the drug dealers, they had a meeting too.
Yeah, they did, man.
Yo, guys, we got company coming.
Hey, I actually heard the city of Detroit, I heard the city of Detroit bought hotel rooms for all, like, the I don't want to call them homeless people.
Oh, and they put them out?
Yes. for the
A
weekend.
Red Roof Inn?
Yeah.
I got you.
For real, they gave them all hotel rooms
Take him to Warren.
outside of the city. All right, with that said, hope you enjoyed this episode. Season 3, episode 29 of Fantasy Guys. We had the squad in the building. AB, Jose, myself, Moti, Yusuf in the back on the ones and twos. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. Go Tigers now, pretty much up until August. It's Go Tigers. And, you know, that's what we have. Literally, Fahmi Hussein, facts or Foley. Yeah, Foley. Man, Giso, why are we talking about the parade? Detroit always been great fans. It's true. It's true. Detroit's been always great fans. I'm just throwing it out there that, you know, that just give people a glimpse. Inshallah. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you all next week. Be safe and have a great rest of your